My computer borked. I was playing too much with my like funky VTubing toggles and shizness. Make my CPU seppuku itself. Hey, it's Seribot. Okay. That's a good point, Seribot. Goodbye. An ad already? Oh my goodness. And I just got caught up. Well, here we go. Let me get back to... Let's see, how long is this ad gonna be? A minute and a half. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Let me rearrange my lusciousness. Where? Huh? There we go. Maybe. Is this fun? Is this fun? Oh my gosh, I'm just a ball. Really difficult to see my tail, but whatever. I got a tail. Okay. Oh, that's right. I gotta leave that message. Oh shit, did I accidentally close something? Oh, I did. Okay, that's fine. Gotta love their weird mayonnaise and ketchup spicy secret sauce. Well, it's not that spicy. But it's kind of like mayo and ketchup and something else. I'm not sure what it is. I closed the game window by accident. Ad break ending in 30 seconds. Okay. I think I'll just try to catch up. It's the Colonel. Okay. No more VTube strange shenanigans. I'll just leave myself the size that I am. I'm sure this will be fine. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater to his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person, and you try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. You should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Is that code for pregante? I don't know. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but all I failed is an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules, they can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best that I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. My past failures as an obstetrician. What's he doing there? Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Borko? Did the Spork Monster have a name? Oh, shit. Oh, was this the pen pal? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, but maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Answer problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Barco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. You know, getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. He jumped me for my money. I gave him my wallet and everything he had, and he came back for more. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spark Monster, you see. I used to be just like Pop, and I ate a bunch of weird shit. And that's why I look like this. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Magic spellbook? Precisely. I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you found such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Oh my gosh. Are you my mentor of the hero's journey? And not Colonel Sanders, my one true love? If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Colonel Sanders, what are you doing? It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Froggy Woggy, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Oh, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. He's inviting me to his hideaway. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' ridiculously posh home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you have lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Your room is fucking Spartan. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors, textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it! We love Colonel Sanders. In fiction. I love them as friends. True. Alright. I said this. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. Oh my god, did I fuck up? Did I cook octopus or something? Did I cook peanut butter and squid? I present to you my original coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw. I mean, Raising Cane's coleslaw is good after a few bites. I'm not so hot about coleslaw anymore. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Or is it Lux? Or is it Lush? I don't know how to pronounce this. This word is too posh for my tongue, apparently. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw. Oh my gosh, you're sharing a bowl? What is this? Until a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Be back in my sexy lingerie. You'll realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Oh my god, I am trash. What is this? Around the room. Okay, maybe something like, oh, is this your family? Is this your wife and child? Like, is it that kind of snooping? Because I'm not about to go digging into his, like, diary or whatever. Let's see. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay. Chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." To be honest, if anybody loved me that much, I would not want them to taxidermy me. Just saying, I should probably put that in my will. Does this chicken consent? Tap on an item. Okay. That is kind of pretty, but the humidity? All your metals will just start like corroding, like goodbye foundation, right? Oh, I mean, not that foundation would be made of metal, but like cars, cables, bolts, and shit like that. I don't know. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can I see? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. I feel like he's part of some sort of bad ending, because I've not been helping him. Is this inside? Ew, it's a... Oh, it's his hair. Ew, he doesn't clean the hair from his hairbrushes? Or combs? Yes, I understand. It's actually made of spun silver. Spun silver? Is he's wearing a wig. Oh my gosh, this man is wearing a wig. My boyfriend went bald. My husband went bald, I would still love him. I would love him even if he were a worm. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Oh, is that a lock? A safe? It's so dark in that I cannot see it, really. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11. The safe opens, and inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared? Sashimi style. It's kind of nasty. I think there's a yes to that answer. I mean, in Japan, they have beef prepared. I don't know about exactly which sashimi is, what the rules on calling sashimi is, but Jesus Christ, there's some like random kids shouting outside. I don't know if you can hear it. I hope nobody can hear it. But beef, yeah, I know Japan they do that with beef, raw beef. Oh my god! I can go into his room. Afterwards. Oh my god, it's an urn. Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. That's kind of funny. I wonder if that's like a thing that helps him fill his pot? What do you call it? Fill your glass? Oh my gosh, kid, it's fucking 9 o'clock. Go to sleep. What are they doing running around outside at night? I mean, I can hear them. They're fucking loud. Holy shit. Shouldn't be streaming. Poor guy. Oh my gosh, he has a beard as a child! This is so stupid! I'm taking a screenshot. Where's my screenshot button? Is this my screenshot button? This is my screenshot button. Yeah, okay. It's a drumstick, okay. Oh, I didn't realize that was a drumstick. Hold on, hold on. Oh no, I can't click it anymore! That's fine. Except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? An old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. That's not what's in the picture. There's a short inscription. My friend Pete. Huh. Pete Popeye's man? No, I don't know. Huh. A row of his signature white suits. We take one off its hanger and try it on. Oh my god. The jacket is a bit big for you. This is moving too fast. You're not even together yet, and you're already putting on his clothes. What? You gave yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. This is... Oh my gosh, I'm a creep! Is this what they meant? Is this home? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You decide now is your moment and make a big move. You fess up and tell the truth. You confess, I think I developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. Can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. This is the true ending here. He goes on to make KFC and leaves you friend zone. That's probably the only ending to this. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Froggy Woggy? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night. Oh my god, you just hang out and drift off into a slumber. Oh, you're already sleeping over. What is this? Dream sequence? Let's count all the chickens. Jumping over the fence. 1 chicken. 2 chicken. 3 chicken. 4 chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. OMG. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Oh my god, that actually looks delicious! I don't like biscuits unless they're fresh and fucking slathered in butter. So, yeah, this strums my heartstrings. Well, I'm salivating so much I need water. 1 second. All I taste is water. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and water, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to the cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. And the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still 1 more day of school after all. The University Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. So, long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Oh my god, I'm an asshole? Yo, I should ask her how she's feeling. I mean, I guess I could read it on her face, like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say either. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Yo, what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. There's like 1 day left of school, girl. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? I need to invest in my girl, my homegirl. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop again. Though he might himself not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Or Bob. Who knows? What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. I didn't peek my mic there, did I? No, this looked like... Oh, it's great. I'll order you one. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Cause I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Froggy Woggy, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. What the fuck? Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. And a naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. And in 3 minutes. Is everyone excited for the first day of school? Froggy Woggy, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Oh wait, I'm getting into Miriam voice. Hold on. But what about the flavor of my warm, delicate, gooey chocolate sauce? You know, I have some secrets I want to share with you. Too, Colonel Sanders. Oh my god. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Froggy Woggy. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I don't know her voice. I already totally lost her voice. I don't remember Valley Girl voice anymore. I forgot. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Froggy Woggy. Oh my gosh, is he just like the last person who talks to him? Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh my gosh! Is this solving the problem the wrong way? Is this dealing with inner conflict here? Oh my, wow. Whoa! That's that book! It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. Don't forget your towel. No, wait, I skipped the part. Don't panic and bring your towel or something. I don't remember the quote. Don't panic. Remember your towel. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Holy shit, that's horrible. Yo, that is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie your string around your fingers? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It's the last fucking day of school, I wanna pass. It's the grimoire, OMG! Also, it's heads! Okay, that's fine. Let me get this out. Where is this? Where is this thing? Just chilling. For 1 more minute. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Waiting for us to go away. Blah 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 blah. What is Valley Girl voice? Should I try to discover the Valley Girl voice? Once upon a time in a land far, far away, I was born to a rich man and a rich woman. They were like my parents. We lived in a valley. I don't fucking know. I'm not trying hard enough. There's a way to discover the voice. I can't recall it. Yeah. I just can't recall what shape my throat and mouth and all that jazz really makes to make that voice. Alright. Anyway, it looks like ads are over. Let me do the thing. Bye sign. Alrighty, ready. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. No. Don't do it. Cast the forbidden spell. This is the stuff of good storytelling. Conflict. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have is make you forget what it is you were doing. Oh, right, after looking back at the page, it comes rushing back to you. That's hilarious, actually. You stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose crunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework to give him as a snack. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles a sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know, it seems cliché, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Froggy Woggy, were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Froggy Woggy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you could go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Does he look any different, or is it just weird to see him on the other side of the screen? I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great day. Beep. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that. Oh, no amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Help me along with this shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm screaming down my face and I just broke up. No, I'm joking. Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Oh my gosh, I just like spittled there. That was intense. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. Froggy Woggy, I know that you know this. I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Girl, me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Not Suck City, Success City. Emphasize on the cess. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her sharp bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. A ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. Shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug, wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time for your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Froggy Woggy's famous chicken pot pie. That's funny, I was just listening to, what was his name? Was it Josh something? It's great. I love his delivery style. Josh something. he had a skit about chicken pot pie. He had a routine, I think that's what it's called when you do stand up, about chicken pot pie. About nobody really likes chicken pot pie. It's basically soup with a bunch of like crust on the edge of the bowl. And I love the line where he's like talking to his friend, and his friend tells him like, you know, the best part of chicken pot pie is the crust. It's so good, the crust. And then Josh is all like, you know what? You know what'll blow your fucking mind? If you love crust, man, if you love crust. Wait till you hear about this. It's bread. Bread, man. Bread is gonna blow your mind. Anyway. Alright. I think this is size. But anyway, yeah. Fucking bread. I love bread. I love soft bread. To be honest. Like soft bread. Cold, soft bread. Which is a very difficult thing to do, because usually when bread gets cold, it gets hard. Probably because like all the moisture just like has left its body. Anyway, after practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and his flurry of hurricaning pink petals. Froggy Woggy, what are you doing here? Well, there's still time before the final exam. Oh, Just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. I'm like looking at my volume meter and seeing if little kids shouting is reaching. I don't know what the fuck they're throwing around out there, but it sounds loud. To me. Anyway, enough commentary of IRL crap. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. Oh, visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when Devon Timer goes off behind you. Fess up about the practice dish. Okay, you got me. Oh, I think if there's hearts, then he likes what I'm doing, right? I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Not 401, so you're at a safe distance at 401 yards. But at 400, I will track you down like a motherfucking shark. Hand over your pot pie. This is an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly... What's the word? What's the word? Specific? Oddly? There's a word for oddly specific. It is... bespoke. That's such an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such a bespoke man. Or a bespoke distance, but an oddly specific man. Forget it. Word of the day is bespoke. Bespoke. Okay. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. And not MSG, TLC, that's the secret. TLC, tender, loving crust. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's soup with bread baked on top of it. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. I don't think our KFC has pot pie. You know what? I have to find out. I'll have to go to KFC's sometime this week. Huh. There's no time left. Oh, the final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the law. There are no rules except to cook with everything you've got. Oh, geez, no rules? So you can like sabotage and all that? That sounds a little ruthless there, sir. Hold on. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese. Sorry, I do it. Plus, the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are... I keep reading it. I think it's Ashley, but it's Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. That sounds like the back of a book cover. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something to perfect his original recipe, trademark, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, maybe even 11, a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What the fuck? Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend? Faster! Baster! Blaster! Best friend, Faster, Blaster. I'm sorry, I couldn't not say it. But Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. It's Ashley now. Her name is Ashley. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. I need to wear my glasses. Maybe that'll help me read words correctly. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 digital pressure point chicken cooking technique. Oh, 5 dial. Forget it. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. What the fuck? What is his voice? Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way. I learned my lesson because my hand is broken. Who needs magic when you've got passion? What? More passion. More passion. More footwork. What is this? I'm going to do it the hard way. Just like my... Never mind. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Froggy Woggy. Oh my gosh, did she just love me by default? GG, easy win. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Froggy Woggy, since we were little kids, 'cause I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Oh, fuck no. However, she doesn't know that you lied, and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spark Monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spark Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. So, oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? So Steve the Spark Monster notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. Here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
And you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? You should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up,
He tosses a serious stare at Steve.
and he takes it. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out.
No, I am the protagonist. I have a hidden talent.
To forgive and love myself and be honest with who I am and what I want. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. I'm not a Mary Sue. I'm kind of an asshole in this story. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. What the fuck? My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for these affirmations.
Yes, Froggy Woggy, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body.
You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which could be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can be served. But don't worry, Froggy Woggy, you may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you have earned his support. It's time to climb the Crystal Tower, or storm the tower, storm the castle, whatever that story beat is. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. Mind if I punch the feet? Like business partners? Significant other business partners? I'm here to help. Oh, you've managed to make this mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Okay. What a guy. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to hardcore metal rock music to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, some unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Oh my gosh. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. I want a slugma, hold on. Okay, catch. Ultra Ball. Look at these plants. No, never mind. Forget I said it. Oh, I'm definitely using that line next time. Anybody brings it up. Oh my dear. Alright, a handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! What the fuck? It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. What the fuck? Pop! Get down from there right now! What? Oh no, wait, that's not fucking Pop, it's me! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When somebody asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Huh, pelvic thrust. I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Oh, there's the ads. Let's take a quick break from this. That was a good comedic interlude. It was like dun 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 dun. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of water. Wait, does it sound different when I do this versus when I do this? If water is food, I'm playing with my food, and that's probably not the best thing to do right now. Written my will or establish my trust fund yet. I can't die yet, choking on stream. Anyway. Ad break ends in 1 minute, blah 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 blah, 30 seconds. I had no idea. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to feed my Pokemon in Pokemon Sleep. They have not had a dinner yet, I think. Oy, caramba! I hope everybody's had a wonderful Valentine's Day. Mine was mid. Kinda just rearrange stuff around my place. It was alright. I made it so it's more comfortable to get to and switch between guitars. Chee. Alright. It looks like ads are officially over according to Twitch, even though I can't tell, because when I watch my own stream I don't get ads. And Seribot isn't quite as timely with Twitch, so I don't fucking know, man. Alright, I'm back. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in Uxal history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Pranks. Clank! What did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. It's small as fuck. I've made microscopic food.
I made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Oh, it's so cute.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. Even I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. No one? No one? Nobody wants to share my dog slobber with me? Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal had been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a minute. Thimble's worth of soup.
Too much passive voice. Why did I use it?
And in a flash, he devoured the entire meal. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Oh no, wait, what am I doing? It's Sprinkles. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Froggy Woggy, for helping me believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchins with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? I didn't know there were multiple. Well, I guess there's gotta be different species of urchins, right? Interesting. Yeah, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he just can't get his nose on it. Close on account of all these spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It's keep poking my thumb. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into that good night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me!
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tone. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That's really pretty, but also really fucking small. Which I guess would be good if you're watching your calories or some BS like that. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Froggy Woggy? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school, and I really want to eat your food. I'm a dog, I must... Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. The fuck are you calling us, fat? I don't know what I'm saying there. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Burn. I'm sorry, Ashley gets a point. But for the burn only, but not for like her shenanigans of asking people not to eat food. I mean, I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage takes over Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be the fake nice and liked by everyone. Okay. Forced character redeem. You try. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. What? If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has Oh, it's Colonel Sanders talking. Hold on. Has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing? And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. And you get a pass, you get a pass. The whole audience gets a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. That's me yawning. A menu item for what? The cafeteria? School cafe? For our business venture, our joint business venture. I don't know. Who's to say? The new menu item is so impressive, even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There was supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Scam! And now the school year is complete and everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Yay! We have now reached the conclusion of the story. Almost there. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? DJ? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van, oh my gosh, she's cute, and she got thighs that gon' save lives. It's hidden behind text, but whatever. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to fighting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Aw, and then everybody hugged. For a moment, you actually believe them. LMAO, there we go. Oh god, not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at this graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together. It's the Spork Monster! He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, Spork Monster is no more! From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out. I feel like this is the only ending where we're gonna have a whole school party jazz. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. Pink petals flurry through the air, blinding everyone. Blinding everyone so badly that they need to go to the eye doctor and get their eyes checked again. For new prescriptions. This is too much. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's the horse! Oh my god, it's Pop? I was not expecting that actually. He's arrived to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we got a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Fashionably late. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
Know what to say? Besides, no, obviously. I had just begun to learn who I really am. And this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Because you haven't accepted how much of an asshole you are.
I understand, kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. And just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class like motherfucking Jesus. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full 12-course meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. You fucking wallflower. Froggy Woggy, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? It's just too soon. Even though it's the end of the story, it feels like it's too soon. Off the top of my head. I don't know. Maybe they probably wouldn't mind me making sounds like brain off. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. Oh nice, I'm sassy. I didn't get a chance to not be sassy, what? It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Froggy Woggy. Oh, sweet. We'll work together and play together. What the fuck? Where did that line come from? And play together? Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Yeah, he thought that was weird too, huh? Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. I can run 100 restaurants with one hand tied behind my back. I will man all the fryers and whatever else is inside the kitchen and the register. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found the love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him?
Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Froggy Woggy, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Ah! Oh well, I didn't fail to win the Colonel's heart. It's just as well. My soul has been tainted by my devotion to Raising Cane's already, so... yeah. How come we didn't get scenes like this in the middle of the... Alright. Alright. That was alright. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Take care, sleep tight,